8 minutes is not enough time to come to grips with how bad every nuclear accident has been, because Fukushima, Chernobyl, and 3 Mile Island are just the 3 big names that people know about. The one thing all nuclear disasters have in common: their prolonged environmental damage, because the melted fuel or exposed waste is radioactive for decades to follow. Since that affects all of us, isn't it time to shut them all down? Hey FukuFighters, it's Dave here, and this is the FukuFriday Happy Hour Hangout for June 21st, 2019. Wind scale: Santa Susana, Fermi 1, Kishtim, Tokai Kimura. These are just some of the places where major nuclear problems have occurred. Most people haven't even heard of one of those hotspots unless you live close by, and even then, due to cover-ups or time, are left as footnotes in history. And we're not even talking about all the waste sites around the world that are continually leaking into the environment as well. So while the mainstream media continues to downplay how bad things got after Chernobyl happened, almost every article is picking the series apart and making apologies, just like they've been told to do, no doubt. They forget to mention that even though nuclear power is inherently safe, there's a ton of other incidents that have occurred around the world since the atomic age began. And that means that the World Health Organization is actually right about something, because back in 2015 they said there was a 50% chance that another nuclear disaster would impact the environment by 2050. If you look at the list of nuclear incidents linked in the description of this video below, you'll see it's a pretty steady stream of F-ups, and it's really calling into question the whole inherently safe issue pretty hard. Take what happened in Japan this week as an example. A fairly large earthquake hit the northwest region of the country, sparking a tsunami warning and a questionable report about damage to the Kashiwazaki Kariwa nuclear plant in Niigata Prefecture. KK, as it's known, had a snafu after the quake hit, initially reporting damage, but TEPCO officials, our friends, have since called it a clerical error instead. Now let me tell you right now, if KK was actually melting down, TEPCO wouldn't tell you about it for months after. They didn't admit there was a meltdown at Fukushima Daiichi for weeks and weeks when it first happened, even though behind the scenes everybody knew how bad it really was. Sound familiar? Anyone who watched Chernobyl on HBO should know the drill by now. Something bad happens at a nuke site? Start the disinformation machine. Everything's fine, go back to sleep, but have a fish taco first. Literally every single time anything questionable happens at any nuke site, it's the same routine. Deny, deny, deny until the truth finally comes out, and then apologize. And maybe not even that. After all, didn't the Trump administration just try to downgrade nuclear waste sites to be more like regular landfills? Yes, it did. So you see, FukuFighters, the big 3 of nuclear accidents are just the visible targets of our activism. We need to continually inform the public about all of the fronts we face together, because, like it or not, until we shut them all down, we're just going to be living in an increasingly radioactive space on this planet. And that's where you guys come in, right, FukuFighters? You know the drill. What do you got to do? Point everyone towards what? Our website at OperationSaveTheEarth.com, because that's where you're going to get all the information, the good information that they need. And then when they're ready, be sure to have them sign up for our free weekly newsletter by sending me an email at info@OperationSaveTheEarth.com so we can put them on that mailing list. And then, don't forget, we're on Twitter. That's at OSTE 8 minutes, all spelled out. That's where you get all the latest Fukushima news of the week, guaranteed. So, do yourself and everyone around you a big favor this week, FukuFighters. Find out where the nearest problem area is in your region and let people know about it. There is a lot of interest in nuclear issues nowadays thanks to HBO's Chernobyl series, so make the most out of it. Fill the insatiable need for knowledge with the resources that we've been gathering this whole time. The real facts and figures, not just what the financial papers and the CNNs of the world tell us to believe. If you do that, none of the atomic legacy will be forgotten, and we can find the balance again on this planet. For the untold victims and the future generations that we're responsible for. Let's make that our commitment. Plant those seeds and comfort those that have had to carry the hardships due to our own past hubris. So until next time, this is Dave saying peace and good fortune to everyone. Take care till then.